Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Brianna. A few weeks ago I posted a video commentating on a game and I got a lot of positive feedback, a lot of people telling me they wanted more of that. And so today I have another one of those commentary reaction sort of videos. So today I'm going to break down the very end of the bronze medal match for the women's in 2019 at Worlds. So it's Canada versus Australia. And this is a really exciting match with a really exciting ending, and an opportunity to talk about using the clock to your advantage and some strategies as the game is winding down and the game is really close. So let's jump right into it. So I'm going to start off when the match is at 7-7. So if you want to watch the whole match, which I recommend because it's a really exciting, really close match, watch it up until it gets to the score is 7-7 and then tune in here. The reason I'm not doing the whole match is because the match is 40 minutes long. That's a really long amount of commentary. It's a really long video, and I just feel like it's just too much. This way I'm isolating a small part of the game and talking a little more specifically. But if you are interested in me doing a full 40-minute competitive match, let me know in the comments below.
Okay, so we're going to start right at the opening rush here. And let's see what happens. So, that was a good counter by Lisa. Over here on right for Canada, this girl from Australia, she hesitated too much there. Honestly, they should have probably regrouped because at that point, everyone was ready for it. That was a good block by Claire. Right here on the right side for Australia. Probably going to be a lot of double throws here. Both of these teams have a lot of really good blockers, really good dodgers, really good catchers, so when it's this close of a game, probably a lot more double throws than anything. But you'll notice, both these teams, they'll throw a lot of crosses. I mean, that's just a really good team throwing strategy to begin with, to make sure you're doing a lot of angled throws. That's a good hit. Oh, let's go back. That was exciting. I'll come back to what I was saying in a second. So watch this. There's a good delay throw here by Carolyn on one of the O'Quins, and then there's a catch and a catch over on this left side. So watch, good delay, catch, catch. That's just really exciting dodgeball right there, and that actually makes it a tie 5-5 game. So nobody came out on top, but all those plays were super important to keep it at a 5-5 game. But like I was saying, and again, that was actually a really good single throw by Lisa. Claire's a really great blocker, so to get her out on a single throw is really tough. But like I was saying, with these two teams, a lot of angled throws. It's a lot harder to block those. It's a lot harder to dodge those. And that's a good strategy that a lot of top teams use, angled throws. So you'll see that a lot. And that was a good hit. And it's down to a 4-4 game. And it's going to be Canada's ball. And they only have 3, so they'll probably throw 1. Middle, yeah. And then I wouldn't be surprised if Australia throws 2. They've doing really well this game, throwing 2 angled / delayed throws, so that throw was a little too delayed, as Lisa was already ready. She was in position ready for it, but you know, you can't hit someone every single time. So, here you go. Another single throw. The good thing is Australia kept getting the block back, so the ball came back to them, so it forced Canada to only have 3 balls twice, even though they threw 2. And that was a good out. Oh, and that was a really good catch off the counter right here. So they had a really good hit, and then Lisa countered her, and she made a really nice catch. So let's just quickly talk about the time on the clock here. There's only 2 minutes and 23 seconds until no blocking, until the very end of the match. This is the second half. It's a tie game, and it's 2v5. And after this runs out, it's going to go no blocking. You don't want to go into no blocking 2v5 on the game match point. So if I'm Canada, I'm really relying on my coach, or if my captain's on the sideline, to give me the clock, give me the time, let me know, hey, 2 minutes and a half, right? And if I'm Canada, I'm going to play a little aggressive, because it doesn't matter if you lose this game quick at this point, because That's almost works better in your favor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play aggressively, quick calls, call some counters if they're open, and try and get it to a 3v2 at least before time runs out. If there's like a minute and a half, maybe a minute left, and it's still a 2v5 or maybe even a 1v5 scenario, I'm going to purposely step out. And that is because no matter how good someone is, it's when you go to no blocking, it's really hard, especially when you're a 1v5 scenario. Like, that's not putting your team in good odds. By stepping out before it goes to no blocking, Australia would get the point, but then my full team can come in, start fresh, and then we just need to win that game. Because either way, it wasn't likely we were going to win a 1v5. If we did, awesome, but very unlikely. So just put your team in a better chance to win. But in this case, it doesn't look like they're playing too aggressively. So we'll see what happens. Australia just has to, honestly, they could milk the clock here. If I was them, I'm going to milk the clock. Because if you go into no blocking with 5v2, it's looking good for you. So yeah. They threw 2 though because, you know, you still want to throw 2. You don't want to throw a catch and swing the game. But yeah, if I'm Canada, I'm playing a little faster than this. They're going up to the line a little too slow. Oh, and that was a good counter by Alex. And so yeah, if I'm Sade, if I don't get 1 or 2 people out in the next 30 seconds, I'm stepping out on purpose. Because it's just like, this isn't good odds. And you want to put your team in the best spot. And she's probably going to get out here. I'm going to tell you why. I already see it, yeah. Yeah, so let me go back, because I did, in my 1v3, I did mention this a little bit, but this is a 1v5. This is a lot harder to win. Obviously, it's more people against you. But the thing is, they both have a ball. She's one person. She can only throw it one person at a time. So she's lining up like she's going to throw it here. If she throws it there, Alex is going to charge her right away. By the time she gets the throw off, Alex is going to see that she's not throwing at her, and she can start running up early. It's going to be really hard for her to back up. She was all the way at the center line. And if she decides to throw across, well, then she has an even closer couple step, boom. And she's a really accurate thrower, so that's an easy hit for either of them. What she should have done was stay behind the neutral zone line, keep herself in a good defensive position, and rely on her arm to get one of them out. But by stepping all the way up there, super vulnerable, not going to be able to back up fast enough, and you can clearly see it, like, you see her jump, so that's actually why she threw it there, but that was going to happen. But honestly, like, that really works out in Canada's favor. Now they have a minute 40. You know, they need to win this next game in order to have a shot at bronze. It'll go to a tiebreaker, but they get a fresh 6-6, so they get a fresh start here to win the game versus going into no blocking 1v5. That's a tough ask. So they get a little bit of time before the next match starts. You get like 30 seconds after the match ends, so we missed opening rush, but nothing happened, sorry. So yeah, so at this point, it looks like Australia's going to play it safe and just try and pick them off for no blocking. Canada, no matter what, should be playing safe here because they need to win this. Australia, they don't need to win it. They probably want to win it here, but they don't need to. Canada needs to be really tight, not make any mistakes. So no hits, and we're at a minute. So at this point, when you're at a minute left and you're going into no blocking, you just, you want to try and get easy outs. Like, go for those targets that don't have a ball, that put a double throw on them, you have a better chance of hitting them. Maybe someone who doesn't move as well. But oh, that was a nice catch right there. She got a nice catch off of Claire. You just want to try and, like, quickly get a couple outs, because the whole point is you want to go into no blocking with a slight advantage of players, because no blocking is so tough for even for some of the best players. Ooh. Oh, and they're pointing. I think that hit her. Let me just see really quick. I know, and I'll cut this out if I'm wrong, but I know they show instant replays a bunch in these Cancun games, so let's see if I find it, because they're going to talk about it. The refs took way too long to frickin' stop the game, but here we go. So watch that. Yeah, that looks like a trap. So that throw wouldn't have counted. So just quickly what a trap is. A trap is when the ball hits a body part, your body, and the ground or a dead object at the same exact time. It's like instantaneous. That would be considered an out, and it's called a trap. So in this case, it looks from this camera that it hits her foot and the ground at the same time. So at that immediate impact, she would be a dead player. So she threw the ball after she was a dead player. So she would still be in. So looking at how many people are left, it would be 4v5 if the refs call this correctly. And I'm saying correctly as in that's what I'm seeing on this video feed at this camera angle. Like maybe this ref right here saw something else because he's right there. But that's what it looks like to me. But yeah, so traps and out. If it was her arm and the ground, her knee pad and the ground, you know, it doesn't matter. It's just the instantaneous hit. So let me find when it starts back up again. Oh, they're showing it again. But yeah, you can see the ball. She would have already been dead before she threw. And it looks like they called both of them out. Which if they're calling her out as in she got hit there, then that's a bad call. That's the wrong call. By calling her out, they're saying that that trap wasn't out, which means that other Australian players should be back on the court because she got hit after the person who threw it was supposed to be out. But, you know, refs aren't perfect. They're going to make wrong calls sometimes. And all Australia needs to do is just, like, they need to move on from it. You know, the call has been made. You don't agree with it, but can't do anything about it. A lot of players, this is where they get angry and they make mistakes because they're mad about something. But you just have to learn you can't control it, so move on. But let's see what happens because it's a 4v4. There's only 14 seconds left. So right now, personally, I want to try and get an advantage, even if it's a one-player advantage. Based on that, it would be Canada's ball here. So Australia's probably going to let them go up and throw. And Australia would probably have time. So each of them should be able to get a throw off here. But yeah, you want to try and get an advantage. Like now that clock's winding down, you get all 3 balls back on your side in a sudden death. So that was a good hit there. Lisa's been getting a lot of good single throws in this game against really good blockers. But yeah, that was a mistake by Australia. So you can see that right there, they have 7 seconds, right? That's plenty of time to get a throw off without like rushing or putting yourself in a vulnerable spot. Both of them already have a ball. All they needed to do is quickly say, which one of these two are we throwing at, right? She's gonna be picking up this ball. As soon as they go up, she can grab this ball and protect them. So she's not gonna be able to throw at them unless she's gonna take her counter. So what they should have done was quickly said who we're throwing at, let her pick up the ball, run up really quick. You probably would have 3 seconds to get a throw off. But instead they're like sitting there talking while they're waiting for this ball to come in, and the coach should have been like, hey, 5, 4, let's go. But it doesn't look like anyone's really telling them anything. So they probably didn't realize how little time they had. I mean, they're fortunate enough that Canada only got 1 out there and not 2, but they could have gotten a throw off and possibly made it a 3-3 game. But it is what it is, and now it goes to no blocking. So if I'm Canada, knowing how they play, they're going to play aggressive here. And knowing Australia, they're 3 catchers right here, they're going to drop their balls and go for catches. So pretty sure it's going to just be like who makes more plays. Like, yeah, more aggressive. Good hit. Miss. They're waiting. No need to rush here. You don't have a time limit. She probably shouldn't be holding 2 balls. Yeah. Notice Alex didn't grab a second ball. See, she had 2 balls in her hand, and Lisa saw it and immediately ran up and threw at her because it's just something with players when they have 2 balls and no blocking. They like don't drop the 2 fast enough and are able to make the catch. Like, especially because you don't want to drop it if the player's not going to throw it. I just find personally it's just a safer bet. Just hold 1 ball. You can still do something with it, and if you do need to drop it, it's a lot easier motion to drop 1 than having 2 in your hand. And basically, Lisa took advantage of that, and she wasn't able to make a play on it. And then Alex is going to play aggressive here because they didn't have a ball at first, but unfortunately she misses. And she's probably going to keep doing that. She's going to hold one ball. She's going to, take a shot and drop for the catch, like every time. Like she's going to do it again. And it tends to work. Like you'd be surprised. Like even though players know that's going to happen, she still got someone out on it. But didn't make it there. But still, 8-8. Now it goes into overtime, and so for overtime, you get 4 minutes on the clock, and just whoever wins the next game wins. Whether it takes 4 minutes or 2 minutes, as soon as the match is over, it's over. You don't play for the full 4 minutes, and if the game lasts 4 minutes and it's still not over, then you go to sudden death. So you don't need to rush here. If I'm these two teams, I'm playing smart, I'm playing slow. Let me try and find when it starts. Not slow, sorry. Like, I'm just not doing all these aggressive, like, risky things, because at this point, this is the game right here. I don't want to take risks. I believe in my team. I always believe that we don't need to take those risks. And in these sort of moments, I don't like taking them. Earlier in the game, yeah, let's take all the risks we want. But now, let's play it smart and as a team. Canada has the momentum. If I'm in their huddle, I'm like, hey, getting everyone pumped. If I'm Australia, I'm reminding them, like, hey, score is 0-0, doesn't matter. That game didn't matter. We're moving on. We're doing great this game. Like, it's literally been a 1-point game the entire game. So you use that huddle to, like, get your team in the right mental space for this game. And try not to bring up, like, the pressure of the situation. Like, hey, this next game wins it. No. Score 0-0. Don't even mention that who wins, who loses. Like, your team wants to win. Just, hey, score 0-0. And get them pumped. Get everyone pumped. So, wouldn't be surprised if they play it safe on this rush, but let's see. Oh, Lisa took a shot. Actually, it wasn't a bad shot. They were pretty kind of bunched up, but it didn't work out. But it's Canada's throw anyway, so no harm, no foul. And now Australia's probably gonna throw 2. Ooh, and a nice hit there. And now they got 3. And it's gonna be Australia's throw. And they're not calling anything, so I think they didn't realize that it's their throw. And yeah, that was good by Canada to, like, just be up on them. And yeah, they're playing smart, no counters there. Now they're probably going to throw 2. And then the ref called her out, so, I mean, she didn't go out when they threw, so she must have stepped on the line, maybe. She didn't make a move to go out. Oh, counter, 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 boom. That was a lot of counters. But right there, like, nobody did anything wrong there, I don't think. There's a lot of, like, Lisa saw something, and it was a good throw. She went for it, and then someone countered her. Like, it was a big counter battle, right? It just so happens that Australia connected on 2, and Canada only connected on 1, so Australia has a 4-3 player advantage, but I wouldn't say one did anything wrong there. It's just that Australia connected better. So, talking it out, it's still a really close game. Like, here you probably could still throw 2 or 1, whatever. Oh, no! I said you could throw 2 or 1, they threw 3. So, this is where Canada is going to lose the game. I do already know the outcome, spoiler alert, Australia does win, but this is the exact moment that Canada loses this game. And I can clearly see that, like, I don't think they were, if there was a play call that their coach told them to throw 5 balls, then that was a huge mistake. Like, why? I doubt it was a play call. I'm pretty sure somebody threw that wasn't supposed to throw. Whether it was a miscommunication or being antsy and seeing something and just going for it. That was a mental error. That was definitely a mistake. So now what's going to happen is, well, they're going to give the ball to Lisa. I mean, she's been hitting the best so far, so that makes sense, right? But she's not going to be able to do jack shit here because they have 5 balls and 4 players. It's one thing if they would have thrown them 5 balls and they only had 1 or 2 people in because they can only throw 2. They can throw 4 of those 5 balls. What's probably going to happen is these 2, or one of these 2, are going to throw at her or her. Most likely her. Carolyn's going to just protect. She's going to line up against Lisa. If Lisa counters one of them, she's going to counter Lisa. and it's just going to be in Australia's favor here. Like, Lisa probably shouldn't throw that ball as much as she wants to. She should pump fake and get them like stuttering or whatever, but she shouldn't release it. So really, Australia's going to get a free shot, most likely on her, and it's going to end up, it'll be 4-2. Like, they're really accurate, so she can make an amazing catch, but it's just not looking good. This is looking like the moment they lose, so yeah, she gets hit, and then Lisa stepped on the line. I actually could see it, like, it was very bad over the line. So yeah, like, if Lisa doesn't step on the line there, it's still a 4-2 game, and while I'm not saying that Lisa and O'Quinn couldn't win this game, they could, but that mistake of giving them 5 balls puts them at a huge disadvantage and really swings the game in Australia's favor. They make it so it's Australia's game to lose at that point. And so now she's already looking like she's going to play aggressively, which honestly, with 4-on-1, I'm not going to do that personally, but she has 2 balls. She'll probably try and hit one of them, but they're going to be ready for the counter, so I don't see this going well. And I actually think this is where the game is going to end, if I remember correctly. Yeah. She misses the catch. Like, it was there. It was in a good spot for her. She just missed the catch, but yeah, she didn't really need to play that aggressive. Like, she's such a good blocker that she could have just went for the block and picked him off. She's got a great arm. Like that, I don't go for catches in those sort of situations. I mean, if that was a no blocking situation, yeah, but typically no. So it didn't work out in Canada's favor. Australia ends up winning it, and it's a really exciting match, really exciting ending. So that's about that.
I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Really helps get my content out there, helps get dodgeball in front of more people's faces. And if you have another match you'd like me to do commentary on, please drop it in the comments below. I'm looking for more. I definitely want to do a men's game next, because the men's gameplay is very, very similar. The strategy and all that's very similar, but it is a little bit different than women, so I do want to talk about that. Maybe even mention some of the differences in a commentary video. And don't forget to tune in next week for another awesome video.